Yo ho everybody, and welcome to another episode of Vanilla Flavored Pooka. We're going to start this episode off with some viewer comments on the last video. Let's see here. Emmy Cheese said that the log between the first and second branches there on the tree was a little bit small, so I lengthened it or widened it just a teensy bit right there. But after I saw that, I also saw down here at the bottom log that it was still 5 wide as the original village house. So I extremely widened that because the tree actually needs a big base for it. Let's see here. Also, there was another comment by Pulse 1021. He said to put in the vines instead of the ladders. I wasn't sure whether or not I wanted to have in vines for this place, because vines aren't really a type of thing inside of the savanna or acacia trees. So, but I put it in there anyways, and it's just like, well, it's mossy stuff that I could climb up on. So I put in the vines. I did not, however, put the functional stuff inside of the tree. I did like these leaf patios out here, and I just did not know how to actually incorporate it to be functional. So since it's a spawn house, I don't have a lot of function to it, and I'm just going to keep it as a bed place and a few chests that are semi-hidden. Over here, have a chest, a crafting bench and stuff, and have my main storage, all of it I can access, and bed, potion, and food chests. So I'm just going to keep this the way it is. And we are actually going to go over to another server, the Gophercraft server. We're going to set up a little surprise. Alright, I am on the Gophercraft server here. The Gophercraft server is just basically a relaxing server for all us real-life friends. Everybody on the server I actually know in real life, or somebody else knows in real life. And it's just a server for all of us people, although you might know some people on here, such as Max Writer and Scoti Garbidis, and Psycho actually came onto the server, and so has Basket. But what we are going to be doing on the server today actually heralds back to the very first video that I ever uploaded to YouTube. And it's a very horrible video. Extremely horrible video. If you ever want to know how my first videos went, I'm going to leave a link on the screen here, and you can click it if you want to. It's painful to watch, so don't watch the whole thing if you don't want to. But in that episode, it's basically me wandering around inside that server, and I go from base to base looking at what other people had built. But when I went to their base, I also put down signs that said the Pooka was here. However, nobody had context as to what those signs were actually there. All the people saw was the Pooka was here. They didn't actually have any context as why the sign was there. And some people got upset. Namely, Scoti Garbidis, and rightly so. It was just a random dude that was putting a sign, Pooka was here. So he got annoyed, but that's far into the past, about a year ago. And just the other day, I thought I would talked to a few people about it, and found out that Scoti Garbidis was one of the people that got upset about it. But of course, we're at terms now. We're fine. We're fine about this. We're fine. Even though we're still nemesis, we're fine. So, I thought it would be a good idea to remind Scoti Garbidis of those good old days that we had on that server. Because that server, you know, it was around a long time, long before I even got on it. So I thought, well, this area needs a little bit more of a Pooka touch to it. So why not come over here and put down some of those old reminders of the old server. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and place down some signs that say Pooka was here. There we go. That's a nice little reminder for him. But I don't think it should stop right there. I think we should add some more reminders, just some old nostalgia to the area. So I thought maybe if I added some more signs to this area, just a little bit more signs. So I think I'm going to probably putting down some signs that actually describe of where all I've actually visited, because if Scoti wants me to if I come over here and check out Scoti's area and what he's done, he'll want to know what I've actually recorded for him at his base. So let's see here. I've taken a look at his tree over here, so let's put down Pooka was also here. Okay, but let's where else can we go? What's else is a good place to visit? Oh, this tree looks good. Let's say that I was here as well. Pooka was on this spot. Oh, was on this spot too. Yeah, I was over here. I was checking out this tree and these roses and nice flowers and back of the house. So yeah, I was over here too. He'd like to know that. He would like to know if I've been over at the side of his house checking out his rose bushes. But, you know, since he's a great friend and all, I should put a little bit more thought into just having a sign here. So I think making each one of these signs individually, Pooka, individually, can't talk and type at the same time. Pooka was here. There we go. Making each one of these signs individually special. So when he comes to each one of these signs, you know, he'll think that each one of these signs, he'll think that each one was placed with care, and each one had a different thought along with them. That I actually enjoyed every corner of his base, and every bit of it was just as special as one of these signs. So Pooka was loving this area, there we go, too much that he put 2 signs here. Sign the Pooka. Yeah. So, yeah, there we go. I'll visit every corner of his base and just tell him I'll tell him personally how each one of these corners of his base I love so much, and that I took the time to come to each one of these corners and make sure that I recorded every bit of it, and then once he sees all these signs, he'll be overjoyed. So we're gonna do a time skip right here. Pooka time skipped here to the end of our little task. Alright everybody, I think I've been in every corner of his base, and I put down a storyline for just to make sure he knew what I was doing at each point of his base. So that way he's not too suspicious of me roaming around his little area. So we've got signs over there in his farm. We got signs over in his cow pen of what we were doing over in the cow pen. And especially here at his steps, the Pooka starts the Rocky theme song. Bum biddy bum biddy bum biddy bum biddy bum biddy bum. The eye of the fox. And then I get to the top, and then I punch like victory. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I also climbed up onto his roof. I opened his door. I opened this door, and then the Pooka closed the door too. I sat on this couch. It was a little bit hard. I got warm by the fire. I slept in his bed. I also cooked a good meal. It smells good in here. It really does smell really good in here. I did come down here and checked out all his stuff, and I licked his butter. which sounds really weird. But I was also suspicious about his sandbox. Why does Scoti Garbidis have a sandbox? Is he secretively something else? I also came over here to gnaw on a little bit of a bone, but he didn't have any bones. So I gave him a bone. What? No bones? Okay, the Pooka gives you a bone, but I wasn't able to finish the naming of that bone. Oh well. So, came down here some more, and I opened this chest, and the chest looked back. Spider eyes. And also, I hear it chirping in this chest. You might want to check that out, Scoti. I stuck my hand to that, and it felt a bit icky. So I pulled it right out. And I loved the video of the model train set. I loved that video. I came over here, and I checked out to see what the fox says. And now I know what the fox says. I climbed into that chest, and it was kind of cozy in there. I also climbed all the way down there and ran into the rail system. And as I was walking around, I heard a voice and say, "Winston!" But thankfully the Ghostbusters came out and took care of that problem for me. So, oh yeah, that's right. I came over here and I'd sniffed some flowers. Did you find time to sniff flowers too? And I came over here to... Oh, wait. That one I already did. Okay, never mind about that one. Also, while I was inside his lodge, I noticed there wasn't a bathroom. There really wasn't any bathroom, so I had to go pee. But I didn't want to pee on his property right next to his house, so I went a bit ways out there, but we're not going to go find where I peed. He can go find that. Also, I killed a skeleton off in the distance. Walking around in the dark. Ooh, what was that? It was a skeleton. Oh my gosh. I gotta kill the skeleton. Gotta kill the skeleton. Gotta kill the skeleton. Come on, die. Awesome. Only if there was a sign to commemorate this moment. Oh, hey, look, isn't that convenient? And that was fun. So, anyways, I'm hoping that you enjoy this, Scoti Garbidis. But this has been another episode of Pooka, Vanilla Flavored Pooka. This is the Pooka, signing out. Thank you, everybody, for watching this episode of Vanilla Flavored Pooka. If you have any suggestions for me, such as...
That's a terrible color. Change it hot pink.
Hot pink is a great color. I shall do just that. Or if you have any questions for me, such as...
What colour's your underwear?
That, oh my gosh, that happens to be hot pink. Why didn't I think about that? Hot pink underwear, hot pink house. Perfect idea. Just put them in the comments below, and I will make sure to do them in my next episode and give you a shout out. So this is the Pooka, signing out.